phenomenal, and fabulous Friday. Did you see what I just did? Did you bring your jazz hands? That's right, I did fabulous and phenomenal and fantastic all at the same time. And then what's Friday? It's like the okay sign. And then you just give it a little circle. So let's go ahead and wish a fantastic Friday to all of our friends. And a one, and a two, and a three. Fantastic Friday, grown-ups. It's so fantastic to see you kiddos. We're so happy you joined us, readers. We're glad you came to read. Yay! Yes, today is a fantastic Friday, and we're going to be sharing another book from our miscellaneous book box. And it's one of my favorites because it's about a very special guy, Grandpa Bud. That's right, did you see what it is? B-U-D. That spells Bud. And that is the name of my dad. That's right, that's how we do dad. Dad. And Grandpa Bud, B-U-D, is also producer Nate's grandpa. And so we're going to dedicate today's...
And it's also my middle name.
Oh, and fun fact, that's right, it's producer Nate's middle name. His full name is Nathaniel Bud, B-U-D, McMahon. Well, speaking of producer Nate, where did he go? Where could he be? Oh, he's behind the camera right now doing the important camera work. But I can't pull off Miss Kim's story time without my sidekick, my reader's theater partner, my camera guy, my producer, my son, my kid, my everything. Come on over, producer Nate. Come on over, bring your jazz hands, your listening ears, and your singing voice, because we are about to let Storytime Magic into the room. Nate, will you do the honors? Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's do it. Will you sing with us? I love singing this because it really brings in the Storytime Magic into this magical room. Well, let's do it together as a team. And a one, and a two, and a three. It is story time right now. Yay! Story time. Yay! Story time. Yay! It is story time right now. Yay! Let's read our book. That's right, because we're doing how many books? One. Can you make a one? Everyone can make a one. That's right. All right, Nate, I'll take the Storytime Magic wand. Give it a little smoochy smooch. Continue the magic. All right, well, our featured story today is, like I said, Grandpa. Grandpa is a lot like Dad, isn't it? You take your opposable thumb and you touch your forehead. That's Dad, but Grandpa is two humps. Grandpa. Just like this is Mom, and then if it was Grandma, it would be Grandma. That's absolutely right.
Why that is?
Why that?
Because it's like...
How do you remember that?
I remember like Dad's dad.
Ooh, that is a really great strategy. So that way you remember it's two, right? Grandpa. I kind of do it by syllables, how Grandpa has two syllables. Grandpa, Grandma. Dad, Mom. So this is Grandpa Bud, and what's really fun about this is that even this picture of Grandpa Bud looks just like Bubba. That's what Nate would call Grandpa Bud. He would call him Bubba for short. Well, this is a great story, and it's got Grandpa Bud, and it looks like he's talking on a telephone, and he's holding a kitty cat. How do we do cat? Cat. That's right. And he's going to be getting a phone call from his granddaughter. Her name is Polly, and she's going to be letting him know that she's going to be coming to stay. Oh, or it's like this. And it's like this. Stay. That's right. So you take your Y, which is your opposable thumb, and your pinky, kind of like a telephone, and this is stay. Stay. Like you're telling your dog to stay. Stay. That's right. Because Polly is going to come to stay. I was doing upside down. What do we call that, Nate? Oops-a-daisies. That's right. It's like this, right? Stay. Stay. All right. Well, Polly is going to be coming to stay with Grandpa Bud, but it's going to get really silly. There's going to be what I call a little bit of lost in translation between Grandpa Bud and his daughter Polly. So let's find out how this works. This is a story by Siobhan Dodds. He's the author. What does the author do? The author writes the book. The author writes the book. Hi-ho, librario, the author writes the book. He's also the illustrator. I love these illustrations, these pictures, because they're really, really cute, right? I think they're just really, really cute. And what does an illustrator do?
I always thought that they kind of like, I don't know, for some reason I thought that they looked like
Toys?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they kind of do. They kind of look a little like cartoons, right?
Well, like,
they're like toys.
Or like, I don't know. I remember them looking like.
They remind you of something. You're making a connection somewhere. Well, let us know. Will you share with us once you make that connection, Nate? Once your wheels start turning and making those connections. That happened to you sometimes where you kind of lose the connection? Well, there's a loss of connection or a loss in translation between Grandpa Bud and Polly. So let's find out about that. And it's called Grandpa Bud. And fun fact, I gave this book to my dad, Grandpa Bud, or Bubba, and what I wrote here was, to my fabulous father, you'll be the best grandpa in America. I love you. Love, Miss Kim. And I think I gave this to him before he was even a grandpa. Like, or maybe he was a grandpa in the making.
Wait, did you give that to him when you were pregnant with Maxine?
No, I was pregnant when Auntie Casey was pregnant with Emma. This is how old this book is. Well, this is Grandpa Dodd, and look who that is. That's Grandpa Dodd's little kitty cat. That's right. What does the kitty cat say? Meow. Ooh, what does a telephone say? Doesn't Nate do good telephone? And then there's Polly on her blue telephone, and she's calling her grandpa on his pink telephone, and she says, "Hello, Grandpa Bud. Mommy said I could come over and stay the night, and if I'm good, you might make me chocolate cake. Chocolate cake is my favorite food. Don't worry, Grandpa Bud. I won't be any trouble."
Or it's from what they were like.
What was it?
Jawbreakers. Like all the circles that were just like
Oh, so he's saying it looks like candy. All right, Nate, you're up. What a
surprise for Grandpa Bud. Polly is coming to stay.
That's right. Polly is coming to stay. So Grandpa Bud is going to start getting ready for Polly. He's going to start making that chocolate cake. That's right. What color is chocolate cake? BROWN is the color of gingerbread men, cookies, brownies, and chocolate cake. Chocolate ice cream in a thick milkshake. Yum. All right. Quick. A chocolate cake for Polly. Ooh, homemade. And then the phone rang again. I wonder if it's Polly. Yep. It's Polly again on her blue phone. And she's calling Grandpa Bud on his pink phone. She said, "Hello, Grandpa Bud. Can my friend Henry come too? He won't be any trouble. my bed.
What a surprise for Grandpa Bud. Henry is coming to stay.
That's right, Henry's coming to stay. Now, I think Grandpa Bud might think that Henry is a human friend. What is a human? A human is somebody with an opposable thumb. But I think Polly is not bringing a human friend. Henry is not a human friend. Henry is a stuffed bear, her little comfort item. But again, I don't think Grandpa Bud knows that. So Grandpa Bud is going to get ready and make more food for Polly and her friend Henry.
Quick, quick, quick.
Jello and ice cream for Henry. Oh, and chocolate cake for Polly. Look, he's got a big Jello mold, and he's got some ice cream in the fridge, ice cream right here. He's getting all of those things ready for all of Polly's, or her friend, Polly, and Henry. And there's the phone. The phone's ringing again. And then there's Polly. She's calling on her blue phone. And Grandpa Bud's going to answer on his pink phone. Hello, Grandpa Bud. Can Rosie come too? She won't be any trouble. Rosie isn't feeling very good today. I think she has a cold. I think she sneezed not one, not two, not three, but 4 times this morning. She likes banana Sammy sandwiches. Don't worry, Grandpa Bud. Rosie can sleep in my bed too. So Rosie, in real life, looks like the stuffed pink hippo. But what does Grandpa Bud think? Grandpa Bud thinks that Rosie is, again, a human friend. So, again, is this happening for real? Do you see how it's kind of in a thinking bubble? That's what Grandpa Bud is thinking about. He's visualizing Polly with her friend Henry and Rosie having a little sleepover at Grandpa Bud's house.
What a surprise for Grandpa Bud. Rosie is coming to stay.
Yes, she is. Very exciting. So, Grandpa Bud got busy, and he's making Rosie her extra special peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Do you like those kinds of Sammy sandwiches? They sound delicious to me. Well, quick, quick, quick. Banana Sammy sandwiches for Rosie. Jello and ice cream for Henry. And, chocolate cake for Polly. The phone rang again. Oh my goodness, I bet it's going to be Polly again. And look, Polly's on her blue phone. And Grandpa Bud got a call on his pink phone. And Polly said, hello, Grandpa Bud. Can George come too? He won't be any trouble. George has red polka dot shorts and a big round tummy. His favorite food is hot dogs. Don't worry, Grandpa Bud. George can sleep in my bed too. So who is George? Is he a dinosaur?
Quack, quack.
Oh, they just gave us a clue.
Quack, quack.
George is a duck. But Grandpa Bud thinks that George is another human friend. Oh, excuse me, I pointed to the wrong friend. George is a human friend. Now, Grandpa Bud is, again, visualizing the red polka dot shorts that George is wearing, and they are Twinkie Twinsies with this George duck. But again, this isn't happening for real, is it? It's in a thinking bubble. That's right. That's how the illustrator shows us what Grandpa Bud is thinking about. So, of course, Grandpa Bud did not disappoint, and quick, hot dogs for George, banana Sammy sandwiches for Rosie, Jello and ice cream for Henry, and, of course, chocolate cake pretending, and that's always a fun thing to do with your toys, but they're not going to be able to eat those snacks for real. So I'm wondering if Grandpa Bud and Polly are going to help them out. That's a lot of deliciousness. Which one of those foods is your favorite, Nate? If you had to choose one thing on that table, what would you choose to eat? Would you choose the Jell-O, the banana sandwiches, the hot dogs, the chocolate cake, the ice cream and Jell-O? What do you think? I'm going to guess. Who's going to guess chocolate cake? Is that right? Or ice cream and Jell-O? I know Nate likes all of these things. I wonder which one is his favorite.
I'm gonna eat every single one.
Every single thing. So you'll eat the hot dogs? Oh, you don't want the salmon sandwiches?
I don't like the
You don't like banana sandwiches? So you would eat the hot dogs
Mm-hmm.
and the cake, the chocolate cake,
Chocolate cake because that's just delicious.
the ice cream,
And Jell-O.
and the Jell-O. What flavor Jell-O do you think that is? Orange. O-R-A-N-G.
And what's black cherry?
O-R-A-N. Oh, that's your ultimate favorite. Well, good night, Grandpa Bud. It's lots of fun coming to stay. And she was right. All of her friends are sharing her bed while Grandpa Bud shares a night story. Oh, so fun. I love this book. It makes me think of my dad, who I love very, very, very much. And fun fact, it's his birthday coming up. So that's another reason why we chose that book, to sort of preserve his memory, because he's no longer with us. And so this is our way of thinking about and loving our Bubba or Grandpa Bud. But can you believe it? It's time for us to say goodbye to all of our friends. So let's say goodbye and thank you to Nate. Thank you. You're the best. He's going to roll on over to his camera spot while we go ahead and say goodbye to all of our friends. And a one, and a two, and a three. Goodbye, grown-ups. It was so fabulous to see you, kiddos. We're so happy you joined us, readers. We're glad you came to read. Yay! Fun fact, friends. If you ever happen to miss a Miss Kim story time, should you cry? Should you whine? No. You can hop on over to our YouTube channel called Miss Kim Story Time, and you can see all of our videos. I think at this point we probably have about 83, maybe 84 videos that you can choose from. You can rewatch them all the time. And subscribe, because that way you get notices about when we have new stories that are been posted. So check it out. I would love for you to use that anytime you like. So in the meantime, I hope you all have a fabulous weekend. And stay happy and healthy and positive. And know that you are loved. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time.